State Warriors and Sacramento Kings. Miller with the blow-by. Loses it. They give it right back. Here's Trey Songz, who, by the way, had a great concert midnight on New Year's Eve in Miami. My wife and daughters went to that one. Really blown away by the show. Some of us had to work, JB. Here's Trey Songz. And back the other way, it's Mitch Richmond handing it off to Common. 9-4, the East with an early 5-point lead. Richmond again. Oh, he hasn't lost much on that jumper, has he, JB?
Looks pretty well. He's not getting up quite as high as he used to, but nonetheless, 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
And a quick 12-4 lead. Magic Johnson's team in trouble, and he has shown a proclivity in the past to have a quick hook with his players and get some new people in there off the bench. We'll be back
to the 2011 Celebrity All-Star Game. The East off to an early lead, so I pulled their coach aside, Bill Walton, joining me. Bill, what's been the key to your quick start?
We have a really good team. Scottie Pippen, Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, Tamika Catchings, Common, Nick, all the guys, Michael Rappaport. This is a squad that is so committed and dedicated to doing everything right. They come out, all they wanted to do was play defense. All they wanted to do was pass the ball around. I'm encouraging them to shoot three-pointers every time they touch the ball, particularly in transition.
All right, so athletes always want to be actors. Actors always want to be athletes. So today it's about role reversal. So we've actually set up a green screen. We're going to do a little acting. So, Bill, you game? All right, so what we've done is we've picked out some of our favorite movie scenes. Come on over this way, Bill. So we've found a perfect one for you. We're going to do Airplane, and guess who you get to play? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You will be the role of Kareem, because I heard you guys had some competitions during your day, and that you thought not only was he the best center in the league, the best player, so he was a pretty good actor too. We'll see if you can keep up.
Kareem was by far the best player I ever played against, by far. He didn't really wear this hat, did he?
I think his might have been a little bit bigger, but that's a good look on you. Now we've also brought in JB. JB's also an athlete and an actor. You like to do a little bit of both. The Oscars are coming up. I think that you guys could go for some late second nominations, so we'll let you get to it. Airplane, action.
Hey, you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've seen you play. My dad has season tickets.
Hey, kid. Joey, that's your name? I think it's time you go back to your seat right now.
I think you're the greatest. When my dad says you don't really try to the playoffs, you're pretty lazy.
Don't try, just listen up, kid. You try lugging Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bob Lanier, Artis Gilmore, Bob McAdoo, Dave Cowens up and down that court for 48 minutes, and then try calling me lazy. I don't know.
You gotta read the card, man. That's not your time.
I like that ad-libbing. Very impressive.
What card? I got a really nice card.
I'm not sure. Should we have him quit his day job or not? No. All right. We'll let you get back to coaching. And, Mark, back to you for a little action on the court.
Hey, Bill's never been a guy that stuck to the script. I know that deal personally. I would rate that a 3 out of 5-star performance, perhaps. JB, maybe his best work ever on the silver screen. Bill Walton is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's All-Star Weekend, folks. You never know what you're going to get. Meanwhile, the Eastern Conference in the middle of a 12-2 run. And right now in charge in a big way, leading 12-4. We've got Star Wars scenes. We've got Scarface scenes. A whole bunch of juicy acting coming up. As John Barry tries out his thespian skills. Miller goes off glass, no good. Comes all the way back out to midcourt, out of bounds. And it'll be Western Conference basketball. Right now, Bill Walton thoroughly out-coaching Magic Johnson as Justin Bieber knocks down the 3-ball. Wow, came off the screen, and that high-arcing J fell. And boy, Justin Bieber, one of the leaders right now for that Western Conference team. A bunch of nice passes, and the three-pointer a few moments ago as my partner John Barry comes back to his broadcast position here, thoroughly exhausted from a fantastic acting job a few moments ago in the cockpit and right now in the broadcast booth. John, I laughed, I cried, I was moved. That was one of the more compelling performances I've seen you in.
Well, it was such a classic film, and you know, it took a lot out of me. I hope I get better though as we move forward. That was kind of weak.
Justin Bieber amongst those tweeting right now. Check out the tweets at the bottom of the screen as the West tries to mount a comeback here with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Here comes Romeo Miller with a nice between-the-legs pass. Swin Cash off the mark. And Arnie Duncan, the Secretary of Education, coming up for it. Basketball runs that they have in the Oval Office and in around Washington. And somewhere on Pennsylvania Avenue, you can hear the clapping going on for the Secretary of Education. Wow. Arnie Duncan.
That was sweet.
Now you know why he's one of the first guys picked in those pickup games that President Obama often has. The Secretary of Education, John Barry, showing everyone that school is in.
Well, he better know how to pass. He's playing with President Obama. He better get him all the looks that he wants.
15-7 lead as we get ready for the start of the second quarter. But first, inside the huddle of head coach of the Western Conference, Magic Johnson.
The problem is we're not playing together. And so if you'll make the game easy if everybody just play together. That's all. Pass, move, pass, get the shot, shoot it. Let's go. Play together.
That's all Hall of Fame strategy right there. And one of the real catalysts and stars so far for the Western Conference is Justin Bieber. That debut single one time back in 2009, and for more than one time, he really dished it out well here, John Barry.
I love the handles, and this guy's showing a little bit of ability with that basketball. Got to work on the jumper, but certainly knows how to dime people up. And knocks the J here, though. A little unorthodox, but pretty effective start here for Mr. Beans.
Well, somewhere back in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Justine Jones is loving the fact that Justin Bieber is playing really well right now. Many teenage admirers that he has worldwide. Of course, he's coming up. John, you know, it's a big deal that he's bouncing back so well on the court from the recent upset at the Grammys, where he didn't have the haul of awards that many people thought he might take home.
Well, in due time, right? I mean, come on. Still, let the old school.
It's a fickle thing, the music business.
What do we have out here on the floor? We've got a couple kids. Tyreek Evans there and Brandon Jennings from the Bucks.
I guess there's no underage rule. No underage rule in this game, right?
What do we got here? We got Magic employing a little zone defense here with a couple youngsters. I think that's Michael Rappaport's kids.
Magic always has some tricks up his sleeve. Trying to catch up.
They're bringing him out.
So Nick Cannon comes back into the ballgame. Quick run.
I'm not so sure that's a good substitution. I don't know. Let's see who that is.
They lose a little bit of talent in the exchange.
Addition by subtraction.
Start of the second quarter. Rick Fox bringing it up court for the West. Trey Songz is swinging around nicely, weak side, and Jalen Rose, who was my early pick for MVP, gets on the scoreboard.
How about the vertical there? Maybe 2 phone books he got over. That was pretty impressive.
And a newspaper. Scottie Pippen already with a couple of field goals. Boy, Scottie Pippen has been in the last. You can tell that silky smooth touch still evident. He was eyeballing Jalen Rose as they came back down court. Trey Songz off the mark. Pippen controls the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds. Eastern Conference basketball. Scottie Pippen with 8 points. Richmond with 6. Leading the way for the East.
Well, Jalen's going to clamp down on Scottie now. Denying the basketball. Yeah, look at that. Great D, Jalen. For the first time in his career.
Former most improved player. Nice pass to Swin Cash, and the ball goes out of bounds. They turn it over. And it's Eastern Conference basketball. Last year, the Western Conference won it 41-37. The year before that, it was the East winning. Split the last 2 games. Duncan's pass goes out of bounds. I might get him a reprimand from the president.
Okay?
He's got to represent the office. Jalen Rose into the paint, and Jalen rising up. And a quick 4 on the board. conference basketball.
Let's go now.
It's going to make Magic sick to see the passing going on here.
Right there.
Magic playing it kind of coy right now. He doesn't show his hand until the second half like last year. Trey Songz leading the break, and Jalen Rose now with a good 6 points.
He wanted the foul. Jalen is really moving well, isn't he? You know, I spent some time with him this summer at the Miami Heat training camp. Remember? He went through a workout that they do with the boys. Up there. Yeah, he's come a long way because he's really struggling. Yeah, I don't know. To be determined.
Duncan with the rebound off the miss.
All right, I want to see Arnie shoot the rock. Come on. Enough with the facility. Let's go.
Mullins still trying to find the range. That's up court for Trey Songz. Songz with that great single, bottoms up. Swin Cash inside, and the WNBA champ.
Come on, give us a little effort, Tip. Please. No resistance.
Timeout call. There's timeout. Bill Walton's palms pointing skyward right now, wondering what is going on. Tell me about the defense. What defense?
Are you kidding? Look at this. Just let's Swin Cash lay it in, for gosh sakes. Do it for the team, Scotty.
Celebrity game, and I almost feel like this is cheating. I've got Jason Alexander here with me. We did say that athletes were going to be actors, but we thought we'd bring in a pro and show everybody how it's done and actually have an actor be an actor. But it's going to be a little tricky. We're taking you way, way back. Star Wars. Do you think you can handle a little Star Wars?
I can handle Star Wars, but your accusation that somehow I'm not an athlete is what leaves me.
Forgive me.
I'm perplexed now.
Now, how much are you channeling your inner George Costanza today?
George would have no place here. First of all, it's not his sport. Baseball would be George's sport. I'm channeling my inner Willis Reed, but that was before your time, Heather.
We can do a little Willis Reed, but let's try a little Luke. You think that you can do a little Luke Skywalker? So let's go to the screen, something I'm sure you're familiar with. I want you to teach us a few things here, Jason. This is too good. This is JB. JB, Jason Alexander. I mean, Darth Vader. He's got a lightsaber and everything. He's got your lightsaber.
Never looked better.
Now, I know that you want a script. You're an actor that's used to a script. It's right over there.
Right.
You're Luke. You got it?
I got it.
You need any other coaching, or you're good to go?
Let me tell you. Right. I'm good.
You can go without a rehearsal.
Why is the
You're
script
a pro.
over my shoulder but clear for him?
JB needs more help than you do.
For God's
All
sake.
right.
All right.
Boys ready? Action.
That's right. Yeah. I'll never join you. He told me that you killed him.
Truly a pro. I'm a little jealous that I didn't have any Princess Leia ready to not join you guys. I like the arm. It's very believable. Well done. What do you think? Acting, coaching the rest of the day. What do you want to do?
I'm waiting to be called to go on to the court.
You can have some but there you go. Your time is here. We'll get you some sneakers, some pull away, and you're ready to go.
No, who needs sneakers? These are the Magic shoes, right?
You're gifted. All right. Jason, thanks, Mark.
Oh, Jason Alexander just really brought that scene to life. Lifted the words off the page. Star Wars doesn't get any better than that. And back to the game. Rappaport inbounding for the Eastern Conference. East has led for most of the night. Chris Mullin fouled. Shot that time by Trey